Oh. Well, first of all, as you already know, we had our info day this week, and yeah, it was good. We will also do our next info day on 22 of February. It will be better, I think. Well, I will announce you more soon about it. Well, also, we are moving on with the registrations in the websites. Panagiotis will tell you more about it. And today we're here to share the updates quickly. We don't want to take a lot of your time. And of course, again, if you have any questions, we're here to discuss it as always. That's all from me.
Also, Dimitris is going to guide you at the Founderhood platform as an admin side, so you can see how it is too. About the registration, someone asked that. I think we have currently 141 startups in total, and there is quite an increase comparing with the last week. Last week we had 65, so now it's going up, and we are thinking that this will increase as we're doing more and more events and more. We have more and more ambassadors and press release and media, and we're arriving to our final date of 1st March. So we're quite enthusiastic about that, and waiting for you to find some more experts and speakers. And I would like to know how is that going with most of you. Christiana, I see you.
Yeah, we kind of ended the speakers registration as we had a lot. So we are going to have 2 or 3 speakers per week. This is how many we gathered. Actually, it's a national premiere having very much involvement from the VCs and angel investment clubs all together. So we are happy for this. Meanwhile, the experts, I think we have a lot of them as well, 12 or more than that. We are still updating the website. We are very happy with we took a developer in our team, so he's updating the site. So we are very happy with that. And on Monday, we are going, my colleague Ionela from the communication side prepared the strategy for sending the press release. We have 25 partners at national level. And we are going to send this with a visual and so on. So we'll be starting the official communication and registration with a coat of mine next week. We had an interview with your colleague Maritza and said to her that yes, we are going to send the press release. And we are waiting from a quote from Thanos as well. What I would kindly do, I would ask all the countries, or maybe Eleni, you could help us. We are saying in our press release that this is a project implementing along with 11 other countries. We would be more than happy to include each country website when we say that with insert link. Ionela, it's a premiere, I know, hope you're hearing this. So please, all the countries, send us your link or country link in me or Ionela on Slack, so we can also support all the countries, because this is all the program about, to support each other. So it's actually the first sentence we are saying is that Romania is part of this along with 11 countries. And we are saying the countries, and we would like to insert each country link.
Well, I've sent now on the chat link with all with the page in our website, and that has all the countries.
Perfect.
So I think it will be useful.
And I think I would recommend for all the country to do so, because if we, if we spread this word like cross, it will be very helpful. Another thing that we are kind of bolding, let's say, in our press release is that startups from diaspora can also join the program. And I think this should be also included for all the press release in all the countries. So yeah, this is basically our progress. We don't have yet sponsors. I'm not sure we are going to have. Maybe for next program, we will have, you know, more period to gather sponsors. But yeah, for us is okay. After the Founderhood platform will be on, let's say, we will probably need some assistance for the YouTube channel and so on. Eleni, we've spoken with you about this. Yeah, and see exactly how things go there.
Great. I will also want to say that Netherlands is out, so don't include it in the press release. Unfortunately, Marcelo is out because of the limited timeline. So yeah, you can remove Netherlands from the press release you're going to announce.
Okay, we'll do that. My colleagues are correcting us. 34 partners we have now for, they will disseminate the message. So being, you know, so this is why I included all the countries. And I'm waiting for a quote from Thanos. I wrote him on email and Slack, if you can also tell him that it's very important to have his quote.
Okay, yes, Thanos actually is traveling now to South France for an event, I think, for ESU. So yeah, we will for him too. Don't be afraid. Okay, Dimitris, do you want to do a quick tour on the Founderhood?
What about the others? To share their updates before the tour? Anyone else who wants to continue?
Yeah, I can give some updates. The situation is like in Romania. So we basically put everything together. We had our first calls with possible partners, experts in the last 2 weeks. We got some positive feedback. So we have, for example, from PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the operational people who will take part as experts in the program. So that's, I think, a good name that we can highlight. Also incubators, accelerators. What I wanted to ask Christina, how they do make the outreach to the partners and what they are writing regarding the press release, because we thought that we will ask the partners to do a post or a blog post on their websites or on their websites, that the blog post will be up and running, and they basically will announce it as a separate press release and linking to that blog post and not the main web page. But I don't know what is the best practice here. So
I'm writing for everyone. So what we ask our partners, but this depends from partner to partner. We have asked to share the press release, to do a blog post, to share the news on Facebook, but this will be after we post on our page to share it from there. Insert in newsletter if they can do that. We have 2 organizations who said yes. And if they can do some stories on Instagram, but we are providing a, let's say, media kit package from them, and we kind them to do this. Also for organizations who are in the field of, let's say, more students approach, we kindly ask them to send the press release in their WhatsApp groups, or if they have any TikTok channel. So depending on the organization, this is kind of what we ask, but we ask them, so when we ask them to become partner, we said those are the possibilities, you can be partner.
okay, great. But you are using for the press release their websites, so they have to put something out as a blog post, and they would like to communicate that one, or directly communicating the main landing page of the Startup Universe?
We are not, I mean, we said that would be nice for them to do this, and they are picking the choice they are comfortable
okay, so you
with.
have different choices. That's good.
Yes, but we include them also. All the partners, the expert speakers, and so on are included in our press release.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, you're sending it directly. Yeah, good topic, because I wanted to ask you, Eleni, if you have the template for the graphic that is the country flag and the organizer, because we want to do it for every expert basically, and they can just put it out on their LinkedIn. And I think that's a good
Yes.
way of promoting it.
In the folders, I have shared a template both in PSD, so you can work on it on Photoshop, and also I have shared a Canva link that you can take the link and create a new template. And there are all the templates for everything, for the pillars, for supporters, for speakers. There are different versions, and you can choose whatever is best.
Yeah, but you have this this country flag national organizer as a template,
Yes,
so
with
I
the,
don't
with the
have to.
with the two circles. You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, correct. The two circles. Yeah.
I think it's there. I will check again, but I think it's there.
Thank you, because we will do for every expert, and they can communicate it via LinkedIn, and that's, I think, a good way to highlight them.
Okay, I will send you Slack.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, regarding the thing you discussed now with Cristiano, with the benefits and what do you exchange with the partner, there are some slides in the templates, in the presentations I've shared in the folder that are specifically for the benefits and responsibilities of its partner. I don't know if you took a look on that, because I know there are quite a lot of information in there. So
Yeah, I had this. Yeah, I thank you for that. And sorry, because we also wrote our press release. Do we is there the official press release available after the info day?
Yes, we've also shared it on our social media. After we finish the meeting, I will send you the link of the recording, and I will send you also the press release and everything.
Press release. Okay, okay, thanks. That's
You're
all.
welcome.
May I ask you something? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. One lecturer, one speaker, has asked me if participants will be able to communicate with them through Zoom, or everyone will be watching the workshop through platform, so only comments will be available to interact.
Through the platform, there are going to be only comments available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any possibility that some will be included in Zoom meeting with the lecturer, and the others, I don't know? That's, I mean, I have two problems here. The one is that lecturer are preferring to have people being able to talk to. If they would put some, I don't know, short task or something like that, and the others is that I would basically need some kind of proof who attended the workshop for me to get funded.
You mean you would like to know how many people view the session?
No, I mean, I need them with the name and the surname. Therefore, I would prefer, is there a problem if I would have some people on the Zoom meeting with the lecturer?
Yeah, you could actually do
basically,
it
I need
that
10 of
way.
them. Basically, I need 10 of them. That's the condition I have for this workshop to be eligible for funding. So I was planning on have some of them, the most suitable ones, actively participating in a workshop, and the workshop being available to everyone through the platform. Is that
Yeah,
okay with
actually-
you, or do you have problems with that?
Yeah, you can do it actually. You can send most probably it's a little bit different. Somehow I don't know how this could be managed, you can onboard some people, on Zoom, for example, to have them inside to know exactly their names, everything, who they are, if you would like just to show them.
And to also be able to participate in the workshop actively.
Yeah, from the other side, they could do it also on the platform. They could participate actively. It's the same, you have the Slack, they have their names there, they have everything. Slack, they have the chat. So, but the chat is embedded on the platform. So they could do exactly the same. They could participate. If you've seen, I don't know, Sasa, do you were last week when we saw the platform?
Yeah, I saw that.
So it has the chat. You saw how it's working. You have the chat. You have also
chat is working totally fine, but one specific lecturer told me that he would like to that communication through chat is not the best for him, that he would like to be able to talk with people.
Yeah, to talk with people.
To call them out. So
yeah, I understand. Okay, yeah, this is something that could not happen in this version. So yeah, you could use a link on the top of because if you remember, on the top of every office hour or something like that, you can write the title, or you can do some other things, put some links outside, so you can have a Zoom link there, for example. So the people can participate, yeah, if you would like them to have video as well, or have a voice, actually have a sound.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So we
Yeah, you
could
can-
create a instead of a webinar in workshops, we could a room where when participants have two options, one option to join the room in Zoom and the other option to stay in chat in Founderhood, right?
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah.
Could we do
Okay.
that and stream the Zoom to the platform?
Stream the Zoom, if I understood correctly, we will stream it to the YouTube, and from the YouTube to the Founderhood platform, right?
Yeah, or Vimeo. Yeah.
So
That's exactly.
we would stream it directly from Zoom to YouTube, but like you said, leaving the possibility for people to join directly to Zoom, or to be more passive, I would say, and just listen to the workshop.
Yeah, you could interact only with chat. Yeah, that's
or to interact only through chat. Yeah.
Right. That's the only option there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Regarding in general, I have some difficulties finding experts. I'm lacking a bit in this area. Regarding workshops and office hours, I'm pretty much covered, but I'm lacking experts. So yeah, that's the main goal, and yeah, we haven't really started pitching it to the institutions that we are counting on to bring the startups to the platform, to the ESU. So yeah, we need to finalize the intriguing people that we would use to bring people on board. So yeah, we are a bit behind, I would say, but working on it.
Okay, since Sasa mentioned this, do you have any other questions? Because we have shown the platform last week, so do you have any other specific questions, something that you would like to see on the platform? Although for me,
No.
it's not only for you, Sasa. The question is for everyone actually, who is here today here in the meeting. Yeah, is there something specifically that you would like me to show you again, or tell again how it's going to work? Although I believe in that stage, the most important thing is the marketing aspect, and about founding founders and stuff like that, because I see also the numbers from the registrations and that stuff, and we have 3 weeks left, and generally ESU as a program is generally a program that, because it's an open program, it has built in mind with hosting hundreds of startups, not quite a few, because I told you that the numbers from the registrations are a little bit weird, because when the program starts, let's say that the program has 100 registrations. So when a program starts, 10 to 20% will never actually do anything direct at all with the program from the very beginning. So you have lost them from the very beginning, because maybe someone has put his email, to register a month ago, and they never follow ups. Even if you send emails and stuff like that, they will never interact with it. So you lose from the very beginning the 10, 20%. So if you have 100 registrations for your country, you are left with 80. Then the first week is 50% of them will also be lost. So you have 40. Then the second week, 50 of this 50% will also will disengage with the whole program. So that means 20. So the thing is that even if you have 100 registrations, you will left for most of the program with 20 of them. So that's the actual numbers, and that's for me seeing yeah, I need to have more registration. Yeah, that's definitely for a program, to be viable and to have meaning actually to happen. So yeah, so we'll be worrying mostly about marketing, not about other things right now, if I was in your position. But yeah, if you would like me to say anything about the platform, let me know. The thing that we have shown last year from the registration was that every week, we launched the program 1.5 months ago, before the program started. So we had around 45 days promotion, and we didn't stop even a day. That I think there was 2 or 3 days that we didn't have. We had 0 registrations, but all the other days we had at least some registration, at least one. And most of the days in the very beginning we had 10 per day or 5, and then at the end we had a bigger booster. We had around 30 per day, but it was a very predictable thing, and something that I don't see on the registrations this year, because we see a boom when the registrations open, a big upscale when the registrations opened, but then all this went down. We had also a bigger thing that impacted a lot. I think it was the event this week that impacted a lot the registrations, but for the next 3 weeks we have one other event, which if I remember well, is on 2022. So the thing that we'll be worried mostly about will be, the registrations. So we like to see, personally, would like, to know if we can help more about on this side, or if we can talk about ways or things that you have seen working. If you don't have established, the social media and that stuff, I would go with a community partner. So that's a very important thing. And, as Christiana mentioned, there are all these things that you can mention, all the ways. I will emphasize the newsletter. So if I had to choose from one of all the things that I would like a community partner to promote my program, it will be through email, because usually they have long emailing lists, and the emailing list, the people who open the emails are actually caring and trust the person who is sending. So social media, I don't believe they're working so well, and most of them are not so active. So generally we'll emphasize the newsletter and less all the other things, especially the blog post. I think nobody reads a blog post right now. At least in Greece, if there is something that you would like to bury something, we say, okay, we'll do a blog post for you. And you usually bury it. But yeah, we'll emphasize the other things because the weeks, we have around 3 weeks of full promotion, which is around 20 days. So 20 days, if you would like, to reach at least 100, it means that the registration needs to be 5 per day at least, or it needs to be, something else. But that's a huge number as well, and there needs to be some predictability on it. So yeah, we'll focus on this side for right now. But yeah, if you would like me to answer anything else about, the platform or. Nobody, do you have any comments on that? Anything that you would like me to show, or do you have in general any questions? No, that's yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
I have one. If we look at the timeline, we see that the program is starting on the 1st of March. How exactly looks the process from the participants? Because right now you are gathering the participants via an Airtable form, and you have to onboard them some point in February or early March to have them on your platform. How does this look like, or what are the plans?
Yeah, it will be done through email. Actually, there is not any extremely super plan there. Yeah, maybe we'll see how the registrations are going, but yeah, maybe the first week of March, it will be ideal to have some days as a buffer time, to prepare everything and to see how we are going to organize everything. That will be ideal, but this will depend heavily on how the registrations are going. To have the program, start on early March.
Yeah, and I don't know if you planned on this, or do any country organizers face the same issue, or this is not an issue, just an info. But for example, in Hungary, we will have 2 weeks off, basically national holiday on March 14 and 15. So I think that's also an important aspect, that we have national holidays as well.
Yeah, that's something, that's very different, to manage when you do a program like that. Because for us, it's also a national day, 25th of March. So yeah, yeah.
I have a first question. What should we do in order to get our websites updated? Because I have updated the drive, but I don't know if I should do something else or just wait until you do that.
Well, Penny is going to update the website. She is working on it every day. So I will make a reminder. Actually, I will ask her in which stage she is, and everything will be updated soon. Can we answer some questions in the chat that Athena asks?
Sorry, just another question. Are you planning to have some kind of visual content? I mean, for example, short videos, animations that we can use? Because what I see is that, for example, a short explainer video or something about the program could boost it, because that's for the Y and Z generation, something that is more attractive than just communicating via text and images.
Yeah, that's something we also have in mind. That's why we are also creating the interview series with Mauriza. Regarding that, it's in our plans, but it depends on the time always, and the capabilities of our team right now. But if you have, if the members of your team want to do something like that, of course you can create your own content. Don't be based on what we publish. you can create your own promotional material as well. If for us, it's totally fine.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. So I wanted to ask you if in which language you will do the programs, because some of the countries that will do it in their native language, some will do it in English. So what about you?
We will combine it. I'll have at least one lecturer from England, so and a few experts also. So I think that we will combine. Some things will be in Slovene and something will be in English.
In Greece, it will be in Greek, but some session it will be in English. The same with Sasha.
We mostly in Spanish, maybe, and there could be some sessions in English, but mostly in Spanish.
Same for us, Romanian and English.
And Balazs?
Yes, we are working together with Luxembourg. I think we will have it as an English, because with Steve we discussed that he will do 3 sessions, and we will do 3 sessions, and then the 2 communities will then have it in English. So of course that's something that we have to communicate, because, for example, we can't expect the people who are joining to communicate in English on the forums, for example. So that's something that we don't like to restrict. So basically, how they prefer. So if somebody is asking a question in Hungarian, then that's totally fine. If somebody is asking in English, then that's also okay. What I wanted to ask, and it's regarding the platform, we will see any statistics about how active, for example, the community is in terms of forum activity, session activity, so that we can align if we see that, I don't know, there is a drop or there is no real conversation happening in the forum, because that's also something I think we have to plan ahead and not just wait for the founders to drop in themes or topics, because if there is no activity, then that can also hurt the program, I think.
Yeah, for the forums, actually you can see there are no statistics, but you can see all. You have access from the admin. You have access to all the messages, so you can see if there is activity or if it's not. For the sessions, it depends on which platform you will use. For example, if you use YouTube, you will have the statistics on there, because pretty much the platform embeds the stuff on it. So if you have YouTube, you will see the results exactly as you see in a YouTube video. If you have Vimeo, you will see the statistics there about the video. So yeah, that will be for now. And of course, you can see the statistics coming from the KPIs, which updates they do, how many updates they do per week, and all that stuff. So besides these things, and which startups are on your program, I think there are no other statistics that you could have, but I believe that's enough. So you can see all the sessions where is going to participate, how many people are participating, how many minutes are being watched, and all that stuff, because all this stuff is provided by YouTube by default. And yeah, through the other things, you can see all the interaction that they have. But generally, yeah, the interaction on forum, we have seen that it depends on a lot of things. And one of the most important things is, how many people are going to be in the program. because usually what you expect is something that you expect also from a social media. So in Facebook, for example, is only 10% the percentage of the actual users who produce 90% of the content of Facebook. So the same you expect on this. So if you have 100 startups, means that you will have 150 participants. You multiply it by 1.5. That's what we see as an average number of co-founders in each startup. So you multiply it by this to see the participants that you will have in your program, and you expect that 10% of them will interact with the forum. So if you have 150, it means that you don't expect more than 10 people to interact on it. And you cannot, as with the numbers that have to do, with the people who are participating in an online program, online course, whatever, are pretty much straightforward. These numbers. It's very, very, very difficult to do something above and beyond this. If you do it, most probably you have found an idea for $1 million, for $1 billion company. That's definitely. But yeah, that's the statistics. That's what we have seen also in our programs, but that's in general the statistics that are in everything that is happening online.
Okay, thanks.
And also the other statistics that we have that we can see is from the European Startup Universe website, like how many people have registered and see our website. Currently, I can give you some numbers if you want.
Sorry, I just looked yesterday on one of the landing pages, and I saw a difference, for example, on the France landing page. That's different in language. I mean, the used language, because it's not the same like in the Hungarian. It looks like you are communicating that the program started on the French version.
Yeah. This was mostly because we were in discussion with France, with the French team, if it's going to start or not. But yeah, I will communicate with Penny. Thank you very much. And
Sorry, can you also, after you are doing the outreach with the press release, the official press release, and you get some feedback where the press release actually got approved and published, can you just, I don't know, send us a list or make a list available? Because that's also something that we could communicate that, look, we have, I don't know, community partners like, and they have published about us, just go to the website and read about us. So that's something that we used in other programs as well, and that work, because you can tag also the publication and then they are aware of it. So that's something like a cross promotion or a promotional boost. So that would be good. I don't know if you have any big media outlets that you would like to send it, and they will publish it. But if yes, then it would be good to have this information.
For now, not yet. We only have Maria Gabriel made a reference to the European Startup Universe on her social media platforms. And we're also waiting for an article from the European Commission, from Commissioner's Gabriel office. But we haven't seen anything yet regarding the article.
I wanted to ask a question related to, is there something that is scheduled for like in the different speeches or different video online sessions that we're going to do each week. It could be interesting to add or to include in even in the different speaker sessions some interaction between the different countries, because when a startup enters in the web and register and starts the program, they will not see any relation with the other countries. And I think it's important to feel the presence of the other countries in each country program, to feel that there are another startups from other countries, and also if we could like make a video each week or sometime between the countries and between the startups of different countries, it will be very interesting, because many of the startups that are registering, I think they are very focused and very interested in connect with other countries and with other startups from other countries. I don't know if that is possible, or if we can look for the way to implement it.
Okay, so you are thinking, I see two options here. The one is at the forum, like I don't know if all the countries can interact with each other in an English version. And the other is with a startup talking and networking with other startups. Only this, or do you mean also with the experts and the speakers and the investors?
But the forum is international, or there is only one forum for each country?
Currently it's national, but it's just that I'm considering it.
Because I think it will give a lot of more visibility to the program, and also, as Dimitris said before, it will be difficult that the people interact in the forum, and if you mix more quantity of people, you have more chances of participating and using the forum and so on, and to see to encourage people to participate and to connect and so on.
So Dimitris, do you have something to add about it?
Yeah, actually, right now it's yeah, as we have it, is all the programs are going to be country-wise. The only way that are going to be connected in something that you can start considering it, because we are approaching the date that the program is going to launch, is that a person from your team will be as an expert in all the other programs. So you can, someone from your team, it can be you or someone else, who can have a Calendly, exactly as the other experts. So you can have some hours that you can dedicate to help people coming from other countries who want to access your country. So for now, that's the only way that the programs are going to be connected. But yeah, for the startups, they are not going to be connected with other startups from other countries, at least as the plan for now. The only way, for the whole program to be connected with each other will be through the expert sessions, the sessions that I show you, that if they would like, they can book a call. For example, if a startup from Greece would like to go to Spain, they can book a call with you, Juan. So you can, they can have access to all the experts and all the network actually in the country. So that's the only way. But yeah, for the forums and that stuff, they're going to be only for the country-wise. So that's for now, at least the plan.
Yeah, that's nice, but I think we should find a way to connect more the countries, because I think it's very important, because the thing we are telling to the startups before registering is that they will have a connection with Europe and with different countries. And if they get into the page and they don't see that, they will say, what is that? What is this? So, and because I also think that is very, very useful for the program itself. If you have a connection with a lot of different startups and different cultures, different sectors and different fields and so on from all over Europe and even out of Europe, the possibilities for you to get stakeholders or to start new projects and collaborations is bigger. And I think it's something that we have to think how to improve that, because I think it's very, very important.
Yeah,
Because otherwise it's like it's only one country participating, and we have to leverage that we are a network of countries, I think.
yeah, that's true. We have some ideas from that we have tried in the past with other programs and with the Greek Startup Universe that we ran last year. There are some ways, but everything is actually depends on the number of participants. So before we have that number, we cannot tell a lot. So until then, yeah, we'll have to discuss it again, maybe a week before the program starts or something like that. So yeah, until then, I cannot tell a little bit more without having this number or a more concrete number about the participants. So everything will depend a lot. Everything will depend on that number. But yeah, that's true, and something that we're worrying about this. Yeah, we know that it's important for this whole network, but the other thing that countries are offering is, the first one is that you start from a country. For example, you start from Spain, and the local you are influenced a lot. But the other thing that European Startup Universe has is that in a national level is the connection with the diaspora. So that's one aspect that's also very, very, very important. With Spanish people, for example, living in the US or living in the Latin America or living in other countries, in other continents. So that's also another huge aspect of it, which you don't find in a country program in general. I don't know. For example, in Greece, we don't have any other programs, connecting you with Greek peoples living in other continents. There are zero programs actually doing it. The only program who's doing it is Greek Startup Universe, or this year European Startup Universe Greece. So that's a very strong point besides connecting with other countries. And yeah, in theory it sounds super cool, to have all these connections with other European countries. But generally, what we have seen is that from the program that we ran last year, where we had quite a lot startups and participants, and we had around 20 people in the business development session. So we had people from all across Europe, Asia, United States. We had also from Canada. We had people from Latin America. What we saw that the people who were most interested, to go in the US, because that's a big market, and Europe is not yet. We didn't show a lot of interest, for countries in Europe in general. The biggest interest was for the US, and sounds interesting because for a startup, if you are not in the US, you are actually nowhere. It's the biggest market, and you need somehow to go there, and that's what's the most interesting, not the other European countries. But of course, yeah, that's a thing that yeah, definitely we can have some ways, to connect them. Last year, for example, we did we called them accountability groups. We used another platform. We used Airtable for this. For everyone to see. Airmeet, yeah, Airtable, yeah. Okay, all there. Airmeet actually for this, for people, to sit in tables and discuss with each other and stuff like that. That was a cool way actually to connect, but yeah, everything will depend on the number of startups and the number of founders.
Which is the name, Airmeet?
Yeah, Airmeet. We use especially the how it's called, the I don't remember how it has the tables, something with tables. They have a specific feature.
It's a main scene, and then people are going to tables. They choose the table they want to go. There are tables of 4, 3, 5, 6 people. But I think the free version has a limit of 100 people to join the Airmeet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it has, but yeah, that's for this thing to happen, yeah, you need a lot of participants as well. To be quite cool.
That could be. Of course, we have to think it, but that could be a good way to gather all the countries of Europe in like a networking session or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can think of organizing 2 or 3 the similar as the accountability groups we did last year to organize
yeah.
a party during the 6 weeks and gather everyone from all the
Yeah,
countries.
yeah, it's super cool because it will be cool also to be all together as well, you know, in these tables and stuff like that. So that's very interactive. Actually, we saw from last year that it was very interactive. But yeah, we'll see. Everything depends on the number of the people who are going to join and how everything will be structured. So yeah, until we have a more concrete number on this, more of the things are, you know, we'll see. So yeah, most probably we can discuss, can have this discussion maybe by the end of this month.
In the meantime, you can, of course, you can communicate the aspect of you know, the diaspora and the network outside the country from the people that are originated from the country.
Okay. Yeah, I think we are in the time.
Panayotis, because I have to leave, can you show us a little quick the website, how is going, how is the visiting, etc.
The analytics, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I can tell you briefly that last month we have 1.2 thousand new users that have joined. Most of the users come directly from the link that we have sent to them. And then about 50% of that is organic through our social media and PR and stuff. And then there's 10% of referrals happening from one to another, and 2-3% of organic search from Google search. Then I see that most of the users have joined into Greece, Spain, and Cyprus. Well, these actually are the 3 countries with the most startups that have registered also so far, from what I've seen. Like we have Greece with 44 registrations so far, Spain with 37.
But we have
Cyprus.
access only 12, actually.
Yes,
Panayotis.
yes, because the others are at the main. There are 32 at Greece at the main.
Can you share us this? How can I see this registration? Because we are doing some social media payments, for example, and we are setting them in the main page, and some of them in Greece page. We are doing A/B testing.
And you want to see?
Like yes,
yeah.
and we, because right now we have 12, and I want to see how it's going. And
no, it's actually 44. There are
Okay.
32 more at the main page. Well, we have the form for the main page, but I don't know if I can invite all of you together to this, because you can also see the other countries as well.
Okay. Can you share every week, for example, the updates, or every 3 days in order to see how it's going?
Yes, I actually do that in an Excel sheet for myself and the team, but I can also give it share to you.
Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So I have to leave. Thank you for everything. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Panayotis, one question. You said that in Spain there are 37 startups registered. By I only can see 33.
Yeah.
There is a delay or something like that.
There are 4 more in the main page that have joined, because they can also join there and select Spain as their country. So I have added this. There are 33 plus 4, yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't have any other questions, I think we should close this meeting for now.
Okay.
One question, final question, Maurița, do you know when is the interview going to appear?
Yes, your interview is probably going to appear tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Can it be on Monday, the same time we send the press release?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because will help us, you know, do them both and validate. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you
Bye.
for
Have a nice
meeting.
weekend.
Same.
Goodbye.
Thanks, bye.